Some form last week. So here we go. Opening bounce. Harding wins it for WA. Pushed down towards the half-forward line, however. Taken by Buse. Can't get cleanly away. Been a great state player over the years. Pushed wide by Matera. Overrun. Taken away from Turley as it's socket off the ground. Up towards Dale Waitman. Away from him it goes. Close to the boundary line with Chris Langford. Kept in play and eventually taken over the top to Paul Couch. Gets a hurried kick, putting West Australia inside 50, very close to the boundary line and taken over in this sleeting rain. And so a throw-in on the outer side.
Boundary throw-in. Salmon in front, gets it down looking for Waitman. Kicked at about 15 metres. McIntosh lays it off. Ben Allen out of the back pocket, out wide with the kick. Starcevic comes to meet it, gathers it nicely. Good hand pass to McKenna, who lost it. Back towards Starcevic. Stoneham does well. Needed support from Roos. His hand pass was charged down. This is Mitchell, close to the boundary line. Hurried kick across his body. And Harding takes the defensive mark. Paul Harding at left half back. Plays on now. Goes for distance. Not a particularly good kick. It wobbles towards midfield. Bayes, a timely fist, gets it on the ground. Matera. Good hand pass. Starcevic back to Matera, who runs to centre half forward. Probing kick, a good one. It's a goal. Peter Matera.
Start. Madden underneath the ball, gets a thump out wide towards Gavin Brown. He decides to leave it for Waitman. Under pressure, loses the football. Harding uses his strength and gets through the pack. Floats it up towards the half-forward line once again. Sumich with a one hand, couldn't take it. Socket wide by Chris Langford towards the boundary line. Sumich chasing and eventually taken over the line. The West Australians very quickly into their attacking zone once more. Andy Collins, who had a job to do on Sunday, now back in the fray once more. Starcevic, an unusual role for him, doing the rucking. Attempted soccer off the ground. We'll see a lot of that tonight. Waitman has been very busy early, gives it across to Barry Mitchell. Mitchell a floating kick up towards centre wing, and the mark taken by Stuart Lowe. Lowe plays on with a drop punt up towards half forward. The big fist came down towards the front once again. Mitchell in the thick of things once more. A kick in towards the pocket, but the kick is very wide. Ablett is there. It's over the line. With him is Guy McKenna. And another throw-in.
Indicative there, Sandy, the driving rain in that breeze just forcing that ball to the left, making it difficult for good delivery into that forward line for Victoria.
Salmon and Spalding. One forward by Salmon. Pike. This is Turley. Hard against the boundary line. Clearing kick around the outer side. Madden under the ball. Winmar across his body down towards right half forward. Collins goes across. It floats out of bounds on the full. Collins from left half back. Look at that ball. It drops straight down. Coming to meet it, Mitchell. Initially he wanted to camp in front of the pack. Turley goes down on a tackle. Winmar applies a bump. It's still in play, is it? No, it's out of bounds and will be thrown in. Just over 21 minutes remaining till quarter time.
Dennis, this surely with the sleeting rain is one of the few places that I've seen people in the stands with their umbrellas up.
Design award material, is that what you're saying? It's old. It's an old grandstand.
Throw in on the outer side. West Australia have the one goal on the board. That was kicked by Peter Matera.
Here's a free kick there, Sandy, going to, is it Buse? Yes,
that's Buse. Yes.
Yeah, Bairstow and he have had a bit of a jostle, and Bairstow gave away that free kick off the footy.
A little bit of pressure on Andy Collins, but he's equal to the task. Collins still on the defensive side of centre. Player going across has given away 50 metres. So this is going to bring Collins almost down to the Victorian 50-metre line.
Pretty tough call, that one. He was chasing his man through. 5 metres you're allowed. That must have been a line ball.
Really a split-second stuff, isn't it?
Yep.
So Collins having a look up forward. Wants to go short. And does. The kick props, however, for Salmon. And they've given away the free kick. The big man has. Spalding towards centre wing. Good mark taken by Gavin Brown. The Victorians have gone for players who've performed well at this level in the past. Brown is certainly fitting into that category. Been a good state player. Harding off the ground towards the outer side. Matera who's done well, been in scintillating form in the last week or so, asked the question on the outer side of the ground as it's trundled over the line. Stewie Lowe disentangles himself. Alan Izzard with Matera, and another throw-in.
Over the top, Djakovic, only as far as Couch. Mitchell, hurried kick. Harding claims the mark, not paid. Down he goes, knocked on by Pike. They work it out of the congestion through Allen. This is Djakovic once more on his own defensive 50 across his body through centre wing. Knocked on by Matera. Buick does well. Turley goes towards half forward. The leading Sumich. Down he went. Langford in close attendance. Buick once more. 35 metres out from goal. Pulls it back. Frawley's in the road. He takes the mark on the kickoff line. Danny Frawley wasting no time. Plays on by hand. Langford back to Frawley. In trouble. Langford, weight of numbers tells the story. They worked it well. Frawley runs to half back. Touches it down the once. And again. He's virtually on the wing now. Frawley, short passes then and finishes it well. Couch has got the ball forward of centre wing.
Paul Couch, a centering kick in towards half forward. Poorly directed, however. And once again, Harding is the stumbling block across that half back line.
Yes, he's looking for Lowe to lead there quickly. Lowe is wanting a longer kick.
Pike, long up towards the centre. Over the back it goes. Overrunning it was Greg Eppleton, playing in his first State of Origin game in the A team for Victoria. And a fine effort by the young Bulldog. To throw in on that outer side. Sleeting rain persisting. Past Izzard it goes. Ruse brings it out towards centre wing. Gavin Brown, front spot. Mainwaring with him. Mainwaring working hard. Does well as he goes out the back door towards the 50-metre line. Still an opportunity for Western Australia as it's kicked forward by Djakovic deep into the square and hammered over the line for one behind. Alan Djakovic takes WA to 1-1.
It's one of his strengths too, Sandy. He breaks away with that strong body. He really does get free quickly, and players find it very hard to hold on to him.
Good thing John Worsfold isn't playing tonight. Could have a unique report. This is Bayes on the outer side. Plays on from half back, goes towards centre wing, intended for Lowe. Socket away by Djakovic. That's Glenn, and out of bounds it goes. Just over 18 minutes till quarter time. And the rain continues to fall. A little lighter now. Lowe's in front. Harding over the top. Bairstow waiting behind. Not a good kick. Ricochets back towards the middle. Turley at close quarters to Djakovic. Hurried kick. Bairstow favoured by that kick on the outer side wing. A centering kick from him towards centre half forward. Up in front, Sumich. And don't the crowd love him?
Great delivery too. Bairstow very purposeful then as he looked up. He had time and watched that kick there. Gave Sumich plenty of room to run into. And that's a good mark there in these conditions.
73 goals this season, including 13 against Footscray back in round 13. And he'll kick from just outside the 50. Peter Sumich. Good-looking kick. It's home for WA.
Racing back after it was Pike. McKenna, the ball spills free, still on that half back line for Western Australia. Ablett sees it over the line. Started to show glimpses of his best form last week, Gary Ablett. Are you still surprised, Ross, that he was picked?
And a player of his ability, and he always takes a good player from the opposition, Sandy, as he has tonight with Guy McKenna.
Mitchell's been working hard. Couch tries to soccer off the ground down towards Lowe. Onto the left foot, a centering kick. Very close to the goals. Ablett sees it over the line. And a throw in this time next to the behind post in Victoria's left forward pocket. Looking for their first score of the night. With the right hand, Ablett waiting down in front, but it's his immediate opposition in McKenna who takes it. Gets a hurried kick out towards the half back line once again. Turley, a hard worker and having a wonderful season, goes in towards the centre. Bairstow dropped it, but he recovered. put a little pressure on Starcevic, but he's equal to the task. Gives it to Harding, who stabs up to half forward. They may still get out of it. Jakovic can't take it. At the bottom was Frawley. Jakovic is the first to recover. Wants someone going past. Finds him in Allen. Ben Allen's kick back in towards full forward. Almost the mark to Buick. Taken over the line, however, and a throw in West Australia's right forward pocket.
The bench there for WA: Scott Waters, Carl Langdon, Dean Kemp.
WA by 13 points. Boundary throw in. Starcevic in front. Madden from behind. It falls behind the pack and cleared by Roos towards half back. Couch, was he pushed in the back? Thought he was. No free kick. McIntosh down towards full forward. Langford got a fist on it. Madden releases the ball. Roos runs it out. This is Mitchell. He's at right half back. A runner outside. So he gives it back to Roos. Now Roos steadies. Goes in short. Over Bewes' head. Waiting behind Turley. The Roos-Bewes connection not working too well that time. This is Couch. Back towards the boundary line. Off the ground, Turley. Well played by Turley. Well done by Waitman, though. Waitman, the opportunist, is away. Just outside the 50. Sends the kick down towards full forward. Ablett got a hand to it. Spalding dragged off it. Will get the free kick. Great work by Dale Waitman on the grandstand wing. His record in big battles is better than John Wayne's, and again working hard right there. Spalding gets it across to Jakovic, who goes towards the outer side.
Jakovic's kick going over the top of Bairstow. Couch is there, and the two Geelong boys see it over the line. Western Australia by 13 points. Harding, front spot. They're kicking with the breeze, however, and the rain persisting here at the Wacker ground. Winmar takes the mark, gives it off quickly to Lamb, who kicks up towards full forward once again. Sumich is there. With him is Langford, and it's Chris Langford who sees it over the line.
Isn't that greasy ball there with handling by Dwayne Lamb? The second attempt to get it, and doing so put his head down and missed the Sumich lead, and just put that kick up and under a little bit and over their head.
So we're in the right forward pocket for Western Australia. Madden looking to regain top form. Gets it down to Collins, who gets a short kick down towards the defensive 50-metre line once again. And again, seen over the line this time by Matera.
Sandy, a change for Victoria. Samanoff and Robert Harvey on.
Harvey has gone to full forward, so a clean swap right there. Interesting. Spalding on Harvey at the present time. There's Mitchell. Off the ground by Eccleston. Tried to get in there and win that ball. This is Matera inside the 50. Give a little kick around the corner. Starcevic is marked right on the boundary line.
It's the beauty of Craig Starcevic, his mobility. He just continues to run and run and run. And Paul Roos is a similar player, but that's what Starcevic has to do in that key position.
Starcevic from about 30 metres out. Good looking attempt. That's a magnificent goal.
Could have been held. He was, said the umpire, and he'll take it from the middle.
No doubt too, Bill Goggins said he has taken Paul Samanoff. Too many tall players up forward in these greasy conditions. The ball will be on the ground more so than in the air.
Brown has a look down towards that reasonably congested half forward line. Coming across the pack was Jakovic, who couldn't take the mark. Defensive kick back towards the centre is high. Madden caught at the back. Winmark couldn't take it. Bursting through is Bairstow. Tumbles a punt up towards half forward. Sumich chances his arm. Buick is there for support. He wants even more. He gets it. The kick by Starcevic is already booted one. Goes into the pocket, and the mark is taken by Alan Jakovic. Right on the boundary line. You might have a look here. Ignores Buick. Runs around and plays on. Another mighty kick for goal. And they're looking good in the West at the moment. Jakovic kicks his first, and Western Australia stormed a 4-1-25. Victoria yet to score.
Yes, and Alan Jakovic carrying on his good form with Melbourne as we watch the kick again. It was a good mark in the first place. That's a sprayed kick from Starcevic. And Jakovic, having kicked 24 year to date with Melbourne, is certainly a form forward and very confident.
Western Australia then by 25 points. Two magnificent goals out of the right full forward pocket. Harding gets it down. Bewes is in the road. Gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell From centre wing towards half forward. Glenn Jakovich over the top, got a timely fist on it. Lowe tried to slap at Goldwood, didn't succeed. Pike tries to go off the ground. Waitman is in there for Victoria. Gavin Brown dives on top of it, does well. Waitman comes away with the ball just outside the 50. Harding in the row. On the burst, Paul Harding lays it off to Bairstow, forward at half back. Sends play towards the outer side wing. Hetty couldn't hang on. This is Izzard. Pushed off the kick, gained about 15 metres. Madden's over the ball, could have almost got a free kick. Comes to Mitchell. A hurried kick, gains about 20 metres towards half forward. It's not pretty football at the present time. Spalding, a hand pass of about 25 metres. Intercepted, though, eventually by Waitman. This is Brown on centre wing. Towards centre half forward goes the kick. It's all Victoria. And Paul Couch has taken the mark. 55 metres out from goal. And working into this breeze, far too far out to score. Lobs it down towards Stoneham, knocked away by McIntosh. Well done by Harvey. Harvey 35 metres out. First score coming up for the Vicks. It's in short. Ablett couldn't hang on. Hocking goes off the ground. It's a goal.
Playing in his first A game for Victoria, his first kick a goal. That's what the Victorians needed. They must try and stay in touch. The wind has dropped a little. The rain looks as though it's starting to clear. And there's a free kick out of the centre going the way of Bairstow. Well, a year back at Lake Grace has certainly done him no harm whatsoever. He goes down towards the half-forward line. Sumich was the target. Buick is there to give him support, and he has been giving good support in this first quarter. It's socket away from Buick on this occasion. Couch sees it over the line.
Yes, quite often Mark Bairstow has been asked what the experience was like playing and coaching at Lake Grace, and he said it's amazing you learn to respect the little things in football as you try and teach your own players that. And he came back to Geelong, he said he really concentrated on those things.
Izzard at the bottom of the pack, trying to get it clear to Stoner. Pike couldn't get clear, eventually tries to soccer off the ground. Still going is Izzard, heads towards the boundary line, but it's knocked off. Very close to it is Turley. Swings round onto the right boot. Floats it high, a centering kick. Hammered clear in towards the centre. Which way will it bounce? Oh, it's good for Western Australia as Harding picks it up and he pumps a high kick up towards Jakovich. Couldn't take it with the one hand. Buick does the scouting, swings round on the left foot and has kicked them behind. Oh, we've seen a couple of them. One by Salmon. He was down looking for Waitman. Doesn't find him, however. It's Bairstow who sends Western Australia into attack. Down towards the half-forward line. Collins picks it up. Quickly gets boot the ball on the mark taken by Couch just on the defensive side of centre wing. Couch starting to hit real top form too for Geelong, which is good news for Cat fans. Alan Lamb gets a hurried high kick. Matera tries to swat it on intelligently to Winmar. On to Bairstow. Western Australia deep into the attacking zone once again. Sumich gets back but is forced to defend. The ball is pushed wide. Sumich is still with it. He's kicked a couple of ripper goals. Kemp is on the ground. Could have been held. He asked the question. Dean Kemp. Right foot, drop punt. Straight through the middle.
Kick to half forward. Rice again. Well done.
Goes for distance around the outer side. Silvani's the target.
Oh, Somerville, great grab.
Goes for Bennett at the back. What a mark. From the back pocket. To centre wing. Oh, no! We've waited all day for him.
Bennett unloads with a long ball. Huge kick. Down towards the square. Cuthbertson, a magnificent grab. Mark of the day. Barney, the lead is on. Oh, great mark, Cuthbertson.
Kicks it nicely from a 1 or 2 metre start. Oh, look at that! The Kepper!
Boyle, the crumbs, pulls it back. Cracker, he's marked it.
Centre half forward, kicks it in towards full forward. Kernahan, mark of the day, Stephen Kernahan.
Bairstow's kick. Oh, what a mark by Rivers! Who had a good third quarter. Irving also.
It's in towards the middle. Nice! Oh, what a mark. That's a sensational grab.
Daniels has made good position. The kick by Grant.
Chance for North. Up towards the edge of the goal screen. Allison. Good mark. He'll still get it. He's leading it. Marking. Good mark by Sumich.
McMullen to the half-forward line. Buick will fly. Oh, what a mark by Darren Buick.
Lockyer towards Eagles halfback. Another opportunity. Simpson's long kick. Kick it!
What a mark! Kicks it into that far side. Oh, what a mark! Dale Lewis, mark of the day.
Yes, a mark.
Qualifying final in Perth. The rest of the picture is far more clouded, with Richmond's victory over Essendon last Saturday giving the sides outside the six renewed hope. Only 3 games ago, Essendon was sitting in second place, so even the 4 clubs behind the Eagles can't feel totally secure. Certainly, second place, while it may take them via Subiaco Oval, will be keenly sought after because it does guarantee a second chance. Geelong currently holds second spot, and in their last 7 games made only 2 of today's top 6, with dress rehearsals in Perth and at VFL.
He's been the great little worker.
Very industrious player is Barry Mitchell. 30 touches. Yeah, good effort.
Great performance.
And that coupled with a lot of hard work.
Oh, without doubt. I mean, that's the other thing that a lot of people just don't realise with this player.
And played on Sunday.
Quite right.
So very little rest for him. Should be rewarded with a goal. It'd be nice, and he has.
Friday has Marv totally flipped the lid.
7-9, a minute and a half remaining in the game. And Waters comes away. When you think of all the things the AFL has done in recent years to make for closer games, the people in Perth seem to love these one-sided affairs. They're relishing this again tonight. We haven't seen a close game in Perth all year, be it AFL or State of Origin football now. That goes on the list. Sumic has taken this mark inside the 50, and a clever mark it was too.
Yes, favoured by that floating ball. 11 kicks and 5 marks, and lining up for his 6th goal.
Kick from right on the 50. And going into what is a gentler breeze than when we started. Sumic, a magnificent kick. That is a terrific kick. Knifing up into the breeze, he kicks his 6th goal. 19-13 plays 7-9 in the dying seconds of this State of Origin game at the WACA ground.
And you couldn't ask more of a forward, particularly at full forward, and he has dropped down into that half forward area. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 2 in this final quarter. Very consistent and valuable football from Peter Sumic.
76 points is the margin. Harvey out of the centre, off to Waitman for Victoria, down towards Salmon. A little too far underneath the football. Lamb will see it on that half-back line to Ben Allen, who kicks towards Main Waring. Got front spot over Anderson, then heads towards the line with Harvey, and it's taken over. Only seconds remaining, and this is a wonderful victory coming up for the West Australians. Kemp, a high kick towards the wing. Waitman didn't take it. Bairstow claimed by Apple. The 2 Geelong boys clash in the closing seconds, and there is the siren. A fantastic win for Western Australia. They have cruised in the end of a 76-point victory. The final scoreline: Western Australia 19-13, Victoria 7-9. And Victoria's Michael Malthouse, Victorian born and bred, but he can be quite jubilant with his West Australian Chargers, Dennis.
He's having a marvellous season, isn't he? Everything is